Hello, bonjour, hello. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing fine. Welcome to this week transmission and activation. So I will just wait a little longer to see who's joining. I know some of you might require extra time. We're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube. So welcome everyone. And just remember, we are live many times in the month in the group called Intuitive Empowerment for Rising Lightworkers. So I'm pretty sure you can find the link somewhere to join. So sometimes I do go live on different platforms, but if you really want to be part of more activations and more regularly, and when I say activations, it's all channeled content, whether it's transmission, so sharing information that I received from guides and light beings about actual energies, or it's light language, which will activate you very quickly. And I shared one actually last week or 2 weeks ago. Or if it's energy recalibrations or channeled messages, you will all get that in the group if you're not in the group yet. So let me know who's there. I'm just waiting to see who's joining. Let me see, just put a little hello in the comments so I can see who's there. While you do this, I'm happy to be back. I was away for, I would say 3 weeks or so. I mean, not away out of town, but I had, hello Angel, I'm so happy you're here. Sophie, bonjour, bonjour mes amis, j'espère que vous allez bien. So I was kind of not as present, but I was still here. And then the last 10 days have been a wonderful journey in Sedona and Arizona, not just Sedona. So many activations. It was just a trip that was decided, I would say, 2 weeks before the actual departure date. And you know, when you feel and hear a calling that you've got to do something, you just do it because you know something's going to happen. And this is what happened. Something magical happened. So a lot of upgrades. I'm not here to tell you about what happened to me. I mean, I pretty much shared it in most of my posts. Hello, Jessica. Yes, thank you for your comments, Sophie, saying that all the pictures were amazing. And hello, Jessica. Yeah, so I'm not going to go through the whole experience again. Just go and check everything I shared on my personal profile on Facebook. But it was not expected. There was nothing specifically I was expecting from that trip, but I knew I had to go. And many things happened. Nothing, and that was important for me to mention it, nothing that could have happened at home. Everything that happened there could have happened on my own. Hello, Gary. There's nothing I could not have done here, but I needed to be in a setting where I was just focusing on this. We're focusing on exercise, connection to nature and the different vortices there to help me ascend to my next step. And I'm right in it. I'm just like right now integrating my next steps, and I know it's going to be a few week process. So I'm diving into it. My voice has been clearing itself so much. So you know we are in the expression phase, which will last for a few months. So it will definitely overflow 2024. I was trying to remember which year is the following year. So yeah, so a lot coming up, but for me it was my journey. So I'm pretty sure you're going through your own journey right now. So today we're going to talk about the power of creation, but the power of creation from a divine energetic aspect, and we will enter the topic through an elevated frequency vibration. So I don't want you to really listen to the words from a mental perspective, but really from a heart-centered connectedness. That's what is important, as words are simply activators. They're just igniters. And actually the topic of today's session was really strongly inspired by yesterday's transmission and energy clearing and recalibration in my private membership. I will talk about it later in the week, as well, as so much is coming up in that membership. Usually we meet twice a month, but now it's pretty much 3 times a month to help everyone calibrate with the new energy. So that's wonderful. That's super wonderful. And yes, so yesterday they wanted to talk about the power of creation as they felt light workers in these times. I don't say all light workers, but remember, they talk mainly to those who feel a disconnection or a sense of loss. Of course, if you feel fully connected and you feel clear with your energy, you won't resonate with that. But probably you don't even need some kind of support. These transmissions are for those who really need to be reminded of what is happening collectively and how it can impact humans individually. I have a little hello from somebody, but I don't have your name, so hello. So that was a wonderful reminder, and today will be a simply condensed version of it. Of course, there's no way I can summarize a 1 hour, even more. I think we spent an hour and a half connection around this topic, but we will summarize it today, and I will help you enter a trance, a mode of receptivity. So it brings clarity around what you experience yourself, and if ever you feel misaligned, so you find realignment and you realize, okay, it's not just about me, there's something outside that is putting me off balance, but at the same time everything happens for a reason, and if I feel out of balance, chances are that I needed to clear something. There's always a reason for everything. So welcome everyone. I think we're ready. Oh, I should actually welcome. Hello Chris, how you doing? I'm happy to see new names or names I haven't seen for a while. Thank you for being here. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome all the new members in the group, or anyone following me on YouTube or in my profile. Again, if you're not part of my free open group on Facebook, please join. There's so much more. I think there's over 100 activations and more coming every month, but that would be wonderful. Natalie, hello, and hello everyone. So welcome everyone, and if it's the first time you're joining my activations, well, I'm a Lightworker mentor. I'm a multi-dimensional Lightworker. What does it do? What does it mean? It means that I simply help Lightworkers strengthen their connection with the higher self and star teams so they can develop their intuitive process. The whole goal here is to allow you to become fully and complete autonomous, so you understand your mission as a Lightworker and personal mission at the same time. They're all obviously connected, but so you can actually understand why you're here on this planet and what kind of tools and magic you're meant to share. Things have changed so much over the years that saying that you're a channeler, that you're a healer, that you're a tarot card reader is even limiting you. It's like we're pretty much everything. As a Lightworker, we're everything. We're a guide, we're a coach, we are so much right now, but you will have your own and specific vibration. You will have your own and specific what I call the intuitive signature, and as soon as you connect to that signature and you get the first push to help you align with this, then you're good to go. This is what happened to me, and that helped me. It doesn't mean that I don't need to once in a while speak with other Lightworkers to help me see what sometimes I don't see. I'm a human being. I have my own flaws. But there will be a time where you reach a level of understanding of your mission where actually you don't need as much support on a regular basis. It's just, I know my mission and I'm embodying it. And once you reach this, you feel empowered. And that's what I'm doing. I'm mentoring Lightworkers this way. But today we talk about, again, the power of creativity or creation. Let me correct this. The power of creation. Before we dive into the topic, I invite you to sit comfortably so we We enter the topic from an altered state of awareness. We want to enter this flow of energy with a complete connection to our higher self and star team. So if you're seated, which is what I recommend, have your feet touching the ground. And when you're ready, close your eyes. Inhale deeply through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And try to, hello Georgie, I hope you're doing fine. I'm happy you know why you're here on this planet and you're a healer and more, and I definitely don't doubt this. I invite you to simply really fill up your lungs as much as you can. And when you breathe out, you really empty your lungs completely, like you are sighing out. We want the breathing to be deep and still remain comfortable. So let's do this. So use your powerful imagination to create images in your mind. And remember, it doesn't matter how you see things and feel things. Today, we're just connecting to your higher self, this aspect of you that knows everything about you, but that can also help you receive information and guidance from an open perspective, allowing your mind to step back, allowing your heart center to step forward and create a beautiful bubble of light around you. So imagine a beam of energy coming out from your heart center right in the middle of your chest, creating a field of energy around you. See it and feel it in your own way. And as soon as the bubble is created, there's a sense of letting go completely. You intuitively trust the energies. You know they're going to empower you. You know they're going to uplift you. So you surrender to the experience. Everything you will receive today will go through the filter of your heart center, which means you're not here to understand, you're not here to clarify, you're here to receive, knowing that beyond the words, beyond the collective energies and field of energy we have created as we are gathered together, whether you watch this live or you're watching the replay, energies and vortices we're creating are not bound by time and space. Beautiful. Today we're invited to receive guidance around your power of creation, a power that has been forgotten by some of us. It seems that some heaviness around us have forced us, consciously or not, to focus on either performance or retreat. And for some of us, it felt like we were a victim of circumstances, of past trauma, past relationships, or childhood. Not that we want to neglect what happened to us, But we have entered earlier in 2023 a phase of deep activation, which will continue to grow in 2024, but it won't be as triggering. It will be a succession, as it is usually, of different activating phase. But 2024 is already vibrating now in our time, the time of this recording, and it's all about expression. And for humans, individually or as a collective or a community, to express themselves fully and truly, they need to honestly and truly observe what blocks them from being authentically themselves. You are invited today to return to this clear observing point where you can look at yourself and realize that even though there are some blocks, there are some setbacks, you are still in a very and highly creative period. Even more so than the beginning of the year, and even more so than the previous years. It is more activating because each one of you, lightworkers, are individually working on themselves, which creates a wave of energy accessible to all of us when we want to tap into it through our own meditative process or through an activation such as this one. We connect to an energy that is built from all the work we do. So every time there's an upgrade, every time there's an epiphany moment, we send a positive flow of energy. And of all of these positive flows of energy we create individually or in a group setting, connect together and create a reservoir, kind of a bag, a basket of energy. And every time we lose track of our creative power, we enter a meditative state, as we're doing right now, we automatically connect to that bag, that basket of energy that we all have created. It's helping us to simply reboot, bring clarity, and feel a sudden wave of activation. So we have created this, and we continue to feed it, to nourish it, to strengthen it through our work. So the end of 2023 and 2024 is again the reinforcement of the expression phase. And because it cannot be crossed as rapidly as the early stages of which were activation, integration, that's what we went through in 2023, we cannot go through the expression phase as quickly, which were around 2-3 months. For those previous phases, the expression will go over potentially a full year, if not longer. There will be many mini activations, different phases within it. So you may decide to keep your eyes closed or open. It's up to you. I do feel that if you keep your eyes closed, you will feel like you're more in a receptive state. But they want me to read what I channeled yesterday and shared in the group, and actually pretty much on all my social media. And people sent me messages, what did you mean by this? But we will bring clarity to this through a more channeled answer. Lightworkers are going through so many shifts lately that some of us mistake these changes in energy with instability and indecisiveness. They start judging themselves for not remaining stable and focused. Actual energies are inviting us to release and activate quickly. You are upgrading yourself, and this process needs less adaptation time. So, what do they mean by this? And feel how this resonates with you, because it will activate something within you. What they're saying, and that's part of the creation, the power of creation. what they're trying to say through this is that as things are shifting so rapidly, we are comparing our intuitive expression, whether you're a seasoned light worker or not, doesn't matter. We're all entering a new phase, so it's almost a new beginning for many of us, but we compare it to the changes we used to deal with. And those changes needed more time to be implemented, more time to be mastered, and then the next changes would happen a lot later. Right now, changes, and that's what we saw in my group yesterday, changes used to be in the previous months weekly, now they're saying they're daily, depending on your involvement with the intuitive work. So it means that the fear that is arising in many of us is simply an old programming. It is simply a mental programming that is easy to delete if you observe it and realize, oh yeah, this is what we talked about. I don't need to stay in that vibration. And this programming is, okay, if I implement something new, I need to master it for a while. I need time to talk about it. I need time to explore it and play with it before I change and switch to the next vision, to the next guidance, to the next gift. And we judge ourselves by evaluating this desire of constant change, which is most of the time highly intuitive. That's where the power of creation is becoming even more powerful. It's the power you have to not judge what's coming through, but welcome those inputs you're receiving. Inputs or intuitive feelings that today you need to do this, today you need to read about this, you need to learn about this, you need to work with your clients this way, and tomorrow, no, another client, another way. And what happens is that our old mind, so our old programming is like, yeah, but how can you change so quickly? People won't understand what you're doing. People won't understand what you're talking about. How can you describe what you do if what you do is actually changing on a daily or weekly basis? So judgment kicks in, and we feel that we're unstable, and we feel that we're not focused. This is judgment. That judgment slows us down. At this point, everyone, light workers or not, are going through so many upgrades on a regular basis, and I say for some of us it's a daily basis, that if you do not accept them as a daily shift in your emotions and energy, you might block this flow. And that's why they meant by this. So activation comes quickly, integration comes quickly, and you do not need time to perfect what you have. You could be highly attracted by a modality, by a system, and then 2 days later, that's it, you're gone. And the judgment we have on ourselves is what slows it down, while actually it's meant to be that quick. The power of creation is something that we are doubting. Again, it might not connect with you right now if you're clear about your journey. But if you feel that you are a little bit impacted by what is happening around you, or if you feel that you're still evolving and your own journey is not clear yet, or your soul purpose as a light worker is not clear yet, then of course, what is coming through or what is around you should be more an element to elevate you more than to distract you. And when you feel distracted, then you become vulnerable to external energies. So that means comments, that means people's judgments or people's ways of doing things. and then you feel that you've lost your power of creation. And again, think of what is being said right now. You're being activated daily for some, weekly for others, and things are shifting so much that you need to react accordingly to this. You need to play with these energies. If you compare yourself with others, the way they used to do things or the way you used to do things, you block the power of creation, and then you remain stagnant. And when you're stagnant or you block your own flow, you're lowering down your level of energy. And when you're lowering down your vibration, then you become highly influenceable. And you feel impacted by everything around you, people's moods, but also the collective. And when you're impacted and you do not control what's coming in, and you just mix that up and you think it's your own emotion and you think you're the one that is confused in all this, then you have lost the connection with your power to create. You feel that you are completely in the whole storm. You feel that the ocean of energy is deciding for you and is simply leading you left, right, up, down, and suddenly, no, it's external energies. I don't know what's happening to me. I was not thinking like that. I was not doing this the same way before. So what they want to tell us when they're talking about the power of creation is to, one, feel the weekly or daily upgrades you're going through. And if you do not understand what they mean, to simply close your eyes and ask, how am I supposed to play with this? Most of the time, the more you listen, the clearer the guidance comes, the clearer the guidance is, I should say. And the more you play with those energies, it doesn't mean that you have to leave everything behind. Usually, it's just to try something, it's to explore something new. And again, it could be a gift, but it could be also personal, in your personal life. Maybe try to communicate with others differently. So when you allow yourself to play with the intuition coming through, the guidance becomes clearer, and you feel that your power of creation is heightened. You really feel that you have more control over your reality. Even if around you it's dark, even if around you people are struggling, you will feel stronger and more grounded, and that's what is important. Yesterday in our communication, in our transmission, in my private membership, they talked about, and I will share this because it's an information, it's not the actual activation, and you would need to come and join us in the membership to feel the complete activation. But they shared something important, and I wanted to share that with you, is that we have entered that phase of expression where there will be, even within the lightworking community, there will be kind of an apparent and illusionary division between lightworkers, those who are on the ground and are like really loud and verbal and really they're in the field doing their stuff, and they'll look at the light workers who are just meditating, praying, activating, and or more doing things from home. There'll be a temporary division, an appearance of divisions between the light working world. They want us to be aware of that, and that's why I share it here in a summarized way, because you might feel that some of your brothers and sisters, people you have worked with, people who were maybe teachers or colleagues, suddenly they're upset about what is happening in the world and they want to take clear actions, and they're on the street and they're part of different associations. It's not that they're less of a light worker, it's not that they have lost their light. For them, the light is being transmuted this way, and they will be part of the change. They're as important as the ones who are more like me and are just trying to help people connect with the light from a energetic and less earth point of view. So it will be temporary. It might last a few months, but it might impact you depending on people you work with. We might see that in our community here, or you might see that around you. Suddenly, you might not even recognize yourself, or you might not recognize people. That's okay. It's part of it. We're so triggered with external elements that those who said, no, I'm going to remain in peace and light, they feel that their light is turning into a light that needs to be materialized in the physical reality, and that's their journey, and we need them. The best would be to just accept whatever is going through, and they might just revert back to something else. But it's important to know that there might be a time for a few months where we feel like we don't understand each other anymore. Some will judge that, hey, if you're still staying home and not really taking a clear position, you're not really a light worker. While the other ones will say, yeah, but you're just always screaming, always like, out there, judging and commenting, so you don't hold your light. It's not that. We just need everyone at this point. There will be a time where everyone will just rejoin again as a group. It's just momentarily happening, and we will again group again. And I guess they wanted us to know this, so we understand that if it's something that is happening to us or around us, that it's part also of the process. Some people will need to go to one or the other extreme to understand who they are, and that's totally fine. So I'm just waiting to see if they want me to summarize anything else here. It's more informative today because that's how they wanted me to present this information, this change in energy. No, I think that's quite enough for today. I think it's quite enough for today. If you have any questions, let me know. But I think the last thing they want you to remember, and again, that's the main title of today, is that whatever is happening within you or around you, you always have the power to envision what will create a sense of accomplishment, of alignment and joy. They really want us to work with these energies. So if you watch news that are impacting you in a way that it makes you wonder if you're doing the right thing, if you should not be doing something else, please go back to center and see how you can create a reality that helps you understand how you're meant to impact the world. And if it means that you need to be more an activist for a while, follow this track. And if you're meant to return, or maybe you're meant to just be a little bit of both, and that's fine. But a lot of people, and some light workers, do feel that right now they're more victims of external circumstances. They feel that leaders in the world are deciding for everyone. There's a lot of theories around how the world is going to change because of different technology, because of different conflicts. And when you enter this field of information, of course, you feel you have lost your ability to even believe you can create your reality. Suddenly it's like somebody is deciding for me where I'm going to live, how I'm going to live, how I'm going to make money, how I'm going to use my money, where I'm going to... And we want to shift that. And that's why they wanted us to remember our power of creation. We have to be honest, things are not going to turn from darker to light overnight, but light is as available as darkness or non-light. It's always available. So you have the power. It's true that it's more difficult for people who are in zones of conflicts, and I send them all my love. So they receive all the blessings and all the light that others are working hard for. so they can also benefit from an environment of peace, an environment of growth. We're doing that too. When we do that for ourselves, we do that for them. Doesn't feel like it, but it is impacting. We also are part of the new creation. We're also creating a world that is now still, it's existing in another dimension, but we're trying to bring this as a reality. So do you understand the power of creation and how it is easy to feel like suddenly you have lost it when so many things are happening around? Do you think it's clear? Do you feel like, yeah, I get it, or yes, I understand it? Do you also feel that what they're trying to say, and when I say they, of course, your higher self and all our higher selves and star teams, do you feel that they just want to remind us that if you want to be a light worker in service to others, sharing your magic, if you feel that you would be so happy doing this, it is already existing in a reality. So all you have to do is to envision it and take the actions and be creative in the process to get there. And even if the world is going through something that is at a point almost hard to comprehend and to follow, you still have your mission, you still have your dream, and you still have the power to create a reality for yourself that will impact you, the ones you love, and hopefully so many around you in a positive way. It is there. If you can see it and visualize it, and if you can just feel how good it would feel, then you have created a parallel universe or a parallel reality where this is already there. And you can bring it to you. So do not forget that you always have the power to say yes or no, to watch something or not watch it, to adhere or to agree with some information or not. And in the end, just stop for a minute, close your eyes, and does it feel good if I think this way and I maintain this thought? Is it still good if I continue to work this way? Again, we are in the energy of expression. It will last over a few months. They're almost projecting me years. It will change in different ways, but the energy of expression is meant to last a long time. So it means that every day you are invited to create a new way of expressing yourself authentically, a new way. Sometimes for me, it's light language and I just don't want to talk. For me, it's just sometimes not talking to anyone. Sometimes it's for me coming here live and just sharing whatever's coming through. Sometimes for me, it's staying at home, or other times it's to travel. Sometimes it's to read a book. Sometimes it's to talk with a colleague. Sometimes it's even to have a session with a colleague. I'm just allowing myself to activate myself in all the possible ways, because I am creating a reality that I feel is right for me at the moment of the desire of what I feel is right for me. And as soon as I follow that desire, I create a reality. I have answered the guidance, so I'm just more aligned with what I receive as guidance. So it moves me further and further. And then my way of I don't know, for those of you who have been with me for a few years, and I know some of you are here or will watch the replay, have you seen? I see a difference in the way I speak. I see a difference, and not because I had a sore throat, but I see a difference in even the content. I'm still a light worker mentor. I'm still going to activate people, but I have a more, how could I put that, a more collective message. There has been time where I was like, no, your mission is to talk about the higher self and to talk about, the star family, to talk about the intuitive signature. I still talk about that. but my mission has been upgraded, and I'm supposed also to talk about actual energies. They're sending me visions of what's coming up, so I'm meant to share it. So that is part of me creating my reality. I can say no, get frustrated, and feel like nothing is working. Or I can follow the nudge, create a reality that is welcoming this gut feeling, express it, because if I keep it for myself, it's not my mission, so it's not in alignment. I would be misaligned with my energy, and then it gives me more power to feel the impact I have on my destiny in my life. Is that clear? Does it make sense to you? Does it raise more question, or does it make sense? Like, yeah, I can see where either I block the flow or I follow the flow, and I feel the power of creation. So feel free to comment about this. I know today was maybe a lot of information. I have a feeling in the next weeks it will be something different. For those of you who really need more guidance, who feel that they need more support, well, just let me know. Let me know. We can, I can guide you on, in different ways. I can tell you that next week, next Tuesday, we will have in my private community the Higher Self Festival, which means anyone coming live will receive an average of 10 to 15 minutes of mentoring, as we will connect to the Higher Self and Star Team. All you have to do is be a member of the community. You can DM me if you want to know more about that. Usually there's 2 new activations per month, live ones, plus we have over 50 recorded ones from the previous months. But the energies are so activating. They're activating me, but they know that my students need the support. So it's been like 2 months, and I know December will be the same. We have 3 live activations per month, so you can feel supported. So it's not every month that I offer a Higher Self Festival, so it means like everyone will receive a message. But if you feel this is what you need, because you need more guidance, you need realignment, you need to understand more your intuitive signature, your soul purpose as a light worker, you need to understand why your intuitive powers are blocked, how to unblock them, whatever you're going through, that I would say is the most affordable way to work with me without having the private mentoring. So if ever you feel this is what you need, feel free, because I know November, December, and potentially January will be very active months in the collective energies, but also in my private community, because everyone will need this. So you will have 2 new ones per month, but you will also have potentially 3 new live sessions per month. So yeah, Sam says it definitely resonates. So thank you for being here, beautiful ones. And again, feel free to ask questions about the energies we're going through and how you experience them. You have the power to create. And just today, you being here, watching live or watching the replay, you are automatically unlocking a block. And that was the block of not feeling creative, or not feeling that you were mastering the powers you are developing. You being here has unlocked something. You might not feeling right away. Hello, Piero. You might not feeling right away. Some of you will, depending on your vibration of the moment. And some might want to listen to it again, and some others will sleep on it and realize that yes, you will understand what are the external energies, what are yours, how to distance yourself from what is not yours. And that is an important clarity. As soon as you know that some of the different feelings you may experience are not fully yours, and if they're yours, to really work with them, then you're already becoming a more powerful creator, because you know what you need to work on. You know what is not yours. And that's part of the work of the light worker. to really sense the energies and know, okay, this is collective, this is not mine. So again, feel free to ask the questions, even if the questions come tomorrow. If you need more guidance and more details around the multidimensional lightworker community, let me know. As I tell you, November we have 3 sessions. December, I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice. I was a busy day for me, speaking a lot. We will have, to be honest with you, I sense November, December, January, a lot of activations collectively, but a lot of me receiving activations for my community. Will I be as present in the open group? I'll see how much time I have, but I will definitely focus with my private clients, one-on-one and group clients for sure, because I know these people are invested in this kind of growth. So something is changing too also in the private group, but instead of coming here weekly, at least on a regular schedule on Tuesdays, because usually we always meet on Tuesdays, somewhere between 11 and 2 p.m. Pacific time, I will come every second week. And if I feel that there's an emergency and I need to share something, I will come live. I will come live and share something with you spontaneously. But I have a lot of work. My mission has been upgraded, and it's really to work with those who are taking the step to join any kind of container I'm creating, and be aware that there will be also short-term containers that will be created, meaning that I have the long container, meaning you get in when you want, you get out when you want, you can come back, which is the membership. You have the one-on-one work with me, but I know I will, and potentially in December, I will create short containers where we will work together for 3 days, 3 weeks. I'll see whatever they want. So there will be many, many ways, but I might offer less content in this group and more in specific groups that will be open for a certain period of time. This is what I sense. If it changes, I'm fully open, okay, with this. But I will always be there sharing contents because it's just flowing every day. All right, beautiful ones. So thank you for watching. It's time for me to go. I'm sending you big, big, big cosmic hugs. I remain available if you have questions regarding this topic, regarding actual energies, and please participate in the group. You know that when you participate regularly, I just check Google. They're showing me the ones who have been the most active by commenting, by sharing, by liking, and I just pick 1 or 2 or 3 of these people, and I just offer them some kind of individual channeled guidance. So I'll continue to share and interact in the group. And remember, your questions, your comments are also letting me know what you guys need. So thank you so much for being here, and I'm sending you lots of hugs from Vancouver Island. Bye for now. Bye-bye.